Big Blue Thumb Productions presents the Podlie Podcast. Here's your hosts, Podlie Bill, Podlie Cliff, and Podlie Paul.
And good evening, everybody. It is episode 141 with all three of us. Cliff has just arrived. Good timing there, Mr. Cliff.
Talk about on the wire.
There you go. And Laura was first in, so she gets the big 3,500
Big
points.
third.
She says she's going to start counting tonight. William is
Paulie.
in there second.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Paulie.
Good to see you.
Check it out.
Go on.
You're growing some hair there.
You are a scruffy.
He
Wow.
always says I'm perfectly well shaved every time I show up on the Podlie podcast. So I thought to myself, you know what? We'll go scruffy then. As stormy weathers, yes.
You know, I just had a thought just
What's
now. So, seeing as though you are always clean shaven and now you're going scruffy and I'm always scruffy, maybe I should go clean shaven.
This
You
won't
should
last.
try that.
It's unlikely that this look will last very long,
You know, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. My least favorite thing to do in the world is shave. I cannot stand it.
Oh, we just lost Cliff.
We lost him. Maybe he's going to shave.
His internet must have died. Hello there, Leslie Ann. Hello there, Chai. So Chai came in at third, so she gets 1,500 points. And then Leslie Ann, sorry, you came in at fourth, which means you don't get any points tonight. And Cliff is back.
I don't know what happened.
I think your internet went because you froze and then you were gone.
That's rather
You
rude.
thought you went to go shave.
Yeah.
Anyway, come back 5 seconds later. Clean shave. That'd have been
You
awesome.
know,
Paulie.
I'll clean that.
We're all over your face.
Yeah, I know. Hey, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. You could have shaved while we were doing the podcast.
I know, right? Hey, we could
Yeah.
do that. That could be like, one of those active shows, right? And
Yeah.
I could demonstrate the shaving technique of us. I don't know, brown guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Cliff. No.
No way. So you don't want to see this in front of the camera?
Hey, Cliff.
No.
I was
Well,
gonna say, do you
hello,
shave differently or something? But
That
Uh,
yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Marvin's jumped in. Chai says, "Good full moon eve."
Fully moony
And-
Evie. Nice.
I forgot
And
about
LA
that.
says good evening. Or
Yeah.
it's sort of an Australian good evening.
Evening. Good evening.
Hey,
Evening.
funny story. I hadn't seen my sister well in ever because she left in 1964 and moved to England from India. And then from England, she married a Brit and then emigrated to Australia. Okay, so those are all important salient facts. So then fast forward, I don't know, a number of years, and she comes for a visit to Canada, and I meet her at the airport, and she has a hybrid English Australian way of speaking in every sense of the word, down to the very first line that she says to me. She says, "Good eye, bloke." And I'm like, that must be my sister. Who else would be that weird? So yeah. Anyway, Mr. Bill, I cut you off earlier. I am sorry. I just had to point out.
No worries. We lost your audio there, Cliff.
That was actually almost even funnier without the audio when he was doing that
Yeah.
with his face.
Yeah. He was a mime all of a sudden.
Right. That was actually even funnier.
Yeah, we have lost your audio there, Cliff. You can see your lips moving, but we're not hearing anything.
You know, we could do this the whole show just kind of reading you're reading your lips there, Cliff. You just said unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. How was your week, Bill?
Good. I had a little bit of dental surgery done on Thursday.
You had surgery, really?
Thursday morning, some dental
Oh.
surgery done, so I'm still stitched up inside the mouth.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. Still a little bit sore. I can only eat so many soft foods and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, but but yeah, that's otherwise pretty normal week otherwise. Work week and all that fun kind of stuff. So
I am.
Bill Chai says you're in stitches.
yeah, well, yes, I literally am in stitches. Yeah.
Is my audio back now?
Your audio is back. You are back with us.
Yep.
Well, look at that. Unbelievable.
And
Well,
Marvin,
dental surgery
you know
even,
what?
Bill.
Marv, exactly. Marv would have helped with the lip reading. Thanks, Marv.
Thanks,
Exactly,
Marvin. That could've
Marvin.
worked. Hey,
There you
not
go.
telling any tales, but I'm heading for some of that exactly on Thursday as well, Bill.
Are you getting
Oh,
some work done?
Yeah, so now that you've been through it, you can send some good vibes my way, will you?
I will do that.
Was
Okay,
it
yeah.
local anesthetic? Was it
Yeah,
just local?
and lots of it. She said
Yeah,
she
like-
gave me. Yeah, she was having trouble with freezing. I never freeze well, so she gave me. She said enough freezing to freeze an elephant is basically. What
Okay,
she
so
said.
I was thinking if it's local anesthetic, like a bunch of people in Sherwood Park now can't feel their mouths, so what?
Yeah, they're all numb.
They're all numb. It's
And
like
drooling.
everybody in 6 blocks radius of the dentist office.
Man,
Yeah.
that is localized.
Yeah. By the way, Leslie Ann says, "OMG, Cliff, supper is incredible. What did you make for supper?"
Awesome. Hey, that's why I was late. Do you want to hear the story? Do you want to hear the story? Do you
Yeah.
want to hear it? Okay.
Yep.
So I've been scoping out some walks because I wanted to buy a really nice walk. I had a walk all this time, or I've had a few over the years, but they're always the non-stick stuff, right? And I've been trying to get away from the non-stick stuff. So not because I like sticky stuff, okay? But nonetheless, I wanted to get away from the non-stick stuff. So I did a lot of specking and a lot of research, typical me, right? Agonize over stuff. And I finally got myself a wok, got delivered yesterday, and I seasoned it as best as I could possibly imagine yesterday and put it away in the oven. And then today I went and bought some vegetables, went and bought some pork loin and cut it up and made us a beautiful stir fry with vegetables and made the pork separately, of course, and everything else. The only problem is I was finished approximately 11 minutes before this podcast began. So Leslie Ann gets to have the fresh food, and then I'll wait till 9 o'clock and I'll go have some food possibly warmed up in the microwave. But let me tell you, the wok that I bought, gentlemen, it was genius. It was a beautiful jobby. I'm glad I put all the research in.
Where'd you buy it?
Off Amazon. And it's I can't pronounce it. It's a Japanese wok. It's basically hammered and blue carbon steel.
Wow.
And it's
a drunk wok.
Huh?
You got a wok that's drunk.
I got a drunk wok.
Hammered wok.
It's a hammered wok, Bill.
Wow, that must be fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. So
did I miss the invite?
Yeah, you probably did.
Must have missed the invite for dinner, I guess.
Must have missed the invite. So I made hey, simple, man. Radishes, mushrooms, baby bok choy, and spinach at the very end to top it off. And made my own sauce type thing. And you can't use terribly acidic sauce when you're starting out with a new wok because it's not good for the patina.
Yeah, you got to walk slowly.
Gotta walk slowly, man. So it turned out, according to Leslie Ann, and she gave me the name for the wok. It's the Yosukata wok.
Yosukata.
Did you add some protein, or
you also got a wok?
Vegetarian?
No. I ordered pork tenderloins.
We got pork
tenderloin. I cut it up and fried it up in a very, very tiny bit of spice. And like I said, I made my own sauce. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you. And you know what? I cooked all of that, and thanks to all the seasoning I did yesterday on the brand new wok, nothing stuck. I simply washed it with warm water, and it was done.
And
it's a thing of beauty.
Is enjoying it as we speak.
As we speak, while I'm here talking to you boys.
That's right.
That's okay. That's okay. She poured me a nice drink in return. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there's my story. There's my culinary comfort story right there.
Good. And so otherwise, how was the week, Cliff?
It was good, Bill. It was good. Nice steady pace. Didn't get as much done as I'd hoped to. But nice steady pace and going good.
Excellent. And what about you there, Mr. Paul?
Mr. Podlie.
Holy. Last week was the busiest week I've had in a long time. I had World Ukulele Day, gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
On February 2nd. So what is that? That was Thursday. World Ukulele Day. So my dad and my son They go every second Thursday, and they go to the Break Room Cafe in Sherwood Park. Bill, you can appreciate this, and they go and they join this ukulele band, this ukulele group. And they've been
And he
doing it for
plays. He
my
plays.
my 10-year-old son with a whole bunch of 70-plus-year-olds.
That's
So,
awesome.
it's brilliant, Cliffy. It's dude. So we went on Thursday to another event because it was World Ukulele Day, and it was in this community hall that was in West Edmonton. My son and my dad, by virtue of being in this Sherwood Park ukulele group, and it was Edmonton North ukulele group, and the Edmonton West ukulele group, and the Edmonton South ukulele group, and the Leduc ukulele group, and the Sherwood Park, and there was probably about I want to say probably 40 people there.
Wow.
I was the second. Get this, guys. I was the second youngest there by 40 years. Honest to God, I was the second youngest by 40 years.
And sorry, which one of your boys?
I was, and then 10-year-old Ja was there, and honest to God, you guys, it was great. World Ukulele Day. It was awesome on
that's freaking awesome.
Thursday, February 2nd, which was awesome. I loved it. Then we went. We were away for my other boy Hans hockey tourney in Airdrie.
Nice.
Okay, specifically Bicycle, which is just outside of Airdrie, which is just outside of Calgary.
Yep.
So did that the weekend. And see, guys, I told you I was really busy this week. Guess what I found out today?
What's that?
It is now official. I have been asked to be the media relations assistant for the Juno Awards.
Nice.
Dude, that's awesome. Yay, Podlie, here's a good hand for you, my friend. That's awesome.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
That's pretty sick.
No kidding. So do you have to go? Do you have to go to the Junos?
I'm going to be at the Junos. I'm going to be at opening night Junos, and then I'm going to be at the celebration for 10 hours. 10 hours. I'm going to be there.
Where's it being held this year?
Rogers Place.
Here, Edmonton, Rogers Place.
That's freaking awesome, Podlie.
Isn't that great?
Freaking congratulations, my friend. That's freaking awesome.
Thank you. I'm really jacked about it. So what
you should be
happening? You had to kind of put your name in and put in your experience, put in your, you pertaining to music and you pertaining to Canadiana and this, that, and the other thing. And then they choose,
right.
Obviously it's not a job, it's a volunteer role, but they choose.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know how many applicants they got, but I was asked to be media relations assistant.
That's freaking awesome, Podlie. I wish you all the best, buddy. That's fantastic.
Thank you. I'm overwhelmed. I'm absolutely delighted.
There you go. Look, William says that's awesome, Podlie. Marvin Leichter says Juno is wild. That's wild, Paul. And Laura May says, what? That's amazing, Podlie.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you go up, remember the name of the walk was. Remember the name of the walk was. What was it? Yo.
Yeah.
Yo Sukata. So then Leslie had put she put a thing on that says walk with Yo Sukata.
Walk like a
walk with your walk like a Yosukata. So not like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
But like a Yosukata, walk like a Yosukata. That's funny, Leslie.
That's a whole new song for sure.
That's a whole new song. That's right. I think I'm turning Japanese. Hey, Podlie, congratulations, my friend. That's awesome.
He was frozen there for a minute, but he's back.
He's back.
Yeah. He's frozen.
I'm back. Quite thrilled, quite honored, quite delighted. I want to go now.
Go, go, go. Well, that's awesome, Podlie. I might have to watch the juniors this year.
For the first year ever.
For the first year ever.
I don't think I've watched the Junos in 10 years.
It's been 10 years, probably been a decade.
I haven't.
Some for me, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dope, Podlie.
I haven't.
Hey, Nickelback's performing at the Junos.
Yep.
Oh my goodness me. I think, did I watch Chloe Albert win the Juno? I can't remember now. But it was a long time. I haven't watched the Junos in probably a decade. Award shows simply don't do it for me anymore, unfortunately. They never did to begin with, per se. But yeah. They haven't done much with me for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So
It'll be fun. It'll be a really good experience for me. It'll be something that I can really look forward to putting on my resume. So,
dude, I'm jacked for you, man.
yeah, thank you. Yep, gonna be fun. Marv, side note, I can't make it on Saturday, but thank you. Marv, tell me if you're going on Saturday.
We're having a private conversation here.
Well, Crazy Dave's playing on Saturday, and I have
still a private conversation.
I guess still a private conversation going on. Yeah.
Crazy Dave.
Laura says she loves Nickelback. Well, at least we have one Nickelback fan here, I guess.
Bill, way to slam Nickelback. Listen, the boys are from Hannah. The least you could do is give them a little freaking credit. Unbelievable.
I give them credit that they're from Alberta. Yeah.
There you go.
I give them credit that they're from Hannah, right?
Yeah, from Hannah.
Remember the old ad, and the Scottish guy didn't even know what they were advertising, but the end of the ad and the tagline was, "Where is Longview?"
Where is Longview?
Where is Longview? That's all I remember.
Yeah. So,
okay, I seem to be stuck on comments now. More comments, please. There we are.
Yeah, everybody's.
Marv, I'll shoot you a PM about that, okay?
There we go. The private conversation.
And sorry, Marv. Sorry, guys.
And Leslie Ann says Nickelback or
what?
Nickelback
or Juno's Marvin. What? That's the end. I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm not sure there.
Nickelback was good. Silver Side Up and before. The Silver Side Up album was awesome. And before that was awesome. After that, it just didn't do it for me.
Early Nickelback was good, and then as they gone on further, I just lost interest in them because to me they just sound the same. Every single song after that sounds the same.
Well, that's because he never made it as a wild man. No, why?
And that's one of their good songs.
Never cut it as a poor man stealing. That's right. That's Nickelback, right? Isn't that Nickelback?
That's Nickelback.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
And that's one of their good songs, I think, Cliff. Did I tell you the time I went to a concert? There was 3 Days Grace.
Hang on. Was it at band camp?
It was not at band camp. And there was not a clarinet to be seen.
That was not a clarinet.
Headlining was Nickelback, and 3 Days Grace was on the bill, and Stained was on the bill. And
I was at that concert.
Were you at that concert?
Yes.
Okay. So that was about 20 years ago.
Yeah. And what about Stained? Stained is amazing.
Stained is one of my favorite bands ever.
He freaking awesome, man.
Oh, they're unbelievable. Stained is unbelievable.
Yeah. And hey, don't get me wrong. I tease about Nickelback. I really enjoyed their concert. I really, truly did.
Well, Cliff, you know what we did? I went for 3 Days Grace, and then I went for Stained. And after Stained left, I left. I didn't watch Nickelback.
Oh, you didn't watch it? No, Nickelback was great.
No, I didn't watch it. No.
Oh, Marvin said he'd be. Oh, okay. So Leslie Ann clarifies, saying when she asked about what's what, Juno's or Nickelback, Marvin had stated that he was doing some 360 filming for the show. So she was wondering which show.
Yeah.
Nicole Epic Meals.
Crazy Dave show. For the Crazy Dave show.
Nicole Epic Meals says, yes, Cliffs, that's how you remind me.
That's how you remind me. And Laura, no, Silver Side Up was not their first album. It was their, I want to say, third.
Well, I'm just looking here on the albums. So Silver Side was in 2001, and The State was in 1998. So it looks like it was the second album.
Second album. There you go. Second. I couldn't remember if it was second or third.
And then The Long Road came out in 2003. So yeah, like you, Paul, I liked Silver Side Up, and then after that, I lost interest.
Same with me.
Yeah,
same with me. Oh. Went to that concert because I wanted to see Stained. 3 Days Grace was brilliant. Stained was brilliant, and then I left.
Grace was fantastic.
Oh, what a voice on that dude, man. He's not with the band anymore. But,
great band.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, and you're forgetting Chris Doherty. That's right. He was at the show as well because Leslie Ann likes Chris. Leslie Ann, do you remember that, or am I dreaming?
Daughtry wasn't at the band. Daughtry wasn't at the show that I was at.
I'm pretty sure. Leslie Ann, what did we see? We saw Daughtry, and we saw because Leslie Ann likes Nickelback. Oh, am I spilling the beans, Leslie Ann? Well,
she's been very quiet.
Put it this way: she did like Nickelback because I bought her the albums back then. But no, I can't remember now. Okay, really let me say this: Leslie and I have been to Daughtry, okay, but I can't remember if it's the same concert. And
No,
I remember going to
that
Lifehouse.
wasn't my concert, buddy. That
Remember
wasn't my
Lifehouse?
concert. Oh, I love
Lifehouse was a great group.
Love Lifehouse.
They were a
Lifehouse
great
is
group.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lifehouse is really good.
Yeah, we saw them. They opened for Matchbox 20.
Nice.
And it was a fantastic. I think it was at the Jube, I think. And what a great concert. What a great concert.
Mhm.
And you know, Cliff, I saw Counting Crows open for Matchbox 20.
So did I.
Were you there?
I was there, and they were terrible.
They were god awful. Counting Crows, you guys, I will never see them live again. They were.
Tell you what, they were dressed like shit. Number one.
They were terrible.
Number two, of all the teenage angst that Adam Duritz puts in his lyrics and in all the albums, he had none of that on stage.
Right.
None of that on stage. It was so
totally
disappointing.
Looked like he didn't want to be there.
And the funny, totally right. And the funny part is, I actually went predominantly. Leslie is a huge Rob Thomas fan, and I'm a huge
Leslie and I am too. I like Rob Thomas,
and I'm a huge Matchbox 20 fan as a group, right?
Yeah.
But then when I heard that what's his name was coming, Adam Duritz was coming with Counting Crows, I was blown away. Paulie, you don't even know. I've been listening.
Dude, that was jacked.
They were one of my favorite, probably one of the top 5 albums in my entire collection. Okay, maybe top 10 was August and Everything After.
August and Everything After.
I used to listen to that album like time and time again. And let me tell you something. I'll age myself here. I'll tell you, I used to be on a chat board, okay, with that was specifically the Counting Crows and that album. And I made friends on that board, and we used to talk about the lyrics, and we used to talk about the music. And when I saw that they were coming, it was a highlight. I thought to myself, finally get to see that Midwestern Omaha type sounded band, Counting Crows, that I love so much. And then it was total shit.
Crap.
It was just a shitty show.
They didn't even play around here. They did not. Do you remember that clip?
They didn't even play it. And that opens August and Everything After.
Didn't even play it.
Yeah.
No, it was terrible.
Who was it? Nicole's asking what album or what band did Nickelback produce? Well, they produced Default. They produced Theory of a Dead Man, I believe.
Another great group, Theory of a Dead Man.
It was Chad Kruger who
he
found
produced
Default in Vancouver.
Yeah, and Default basically sounded like Nicole said. Default sounded very much like Nickelback.
Yeah,
they did. Yeah, a little bit more sort of modern funk, but still a lot like Nickelback. But I tell you what, Theory of a Dead Man is freaking awesome. What a great
concert.
Oh, what a great group, man! I know I've never seen them in concert either, but the band is fantastic.
Leslie Ann, I saw Creed 19. I saw Creed in concert. Creed. I want to say 90. I want to say 98. I want to say 98, 99. Saw Creed in concert. Can't remember who opened for them.
Yeah.
But
Creed was fantastic, Leslie Ann. Remember that concert? And Leslie Ann says, Counting Crows made you rejuvenate writing poetry. That she's talking about me. Absolutely, Leslie Ann. That's what got me reinterested. Because the guy, I loved Adam Duritz's lyrics. Man.
Adam Duritz is awesome. He's awesome.
I loved his lyrics, and I loved the way it came out. You know, oh man, so many songs.
Just don't go see them live. You'll be disappointed.
So many songs on August and Everything After, from Cannonball. Took the Cannonball. I love that song.
It's
right?
Brilliant. Yeah,
there's so much great music on there. And then all of a sudden I see him live, and it's like just trashed everything. It was
terrible. It was terrible.
Maybe they had an off night, right? I'd go see him again. Maybe they had an off night.
And you mentioned shows at the Jubilee there, Cliff. One of my favorite shows at the Jube was Tom Cochrane Red Rider with the ESO, Edmonton Symphony.
Bill, I was there. Bill, we were there.
Wasn't that a great show?
Oh my God. Tom Cochrane on that stage with ESO was absolutely fracking beautiful. Yeah. I love Tom Cochrane, man.
Yeah, that was a great show there. One of my favorites at the Jube for sure.
Do you know who I saw? And I think I've mentioned this before, guys. You know who I saw at the Jube? Not Rogers, not the Coliseum, not Skyreach. You know who I saw at the Jube? Prince.
Oh, you lucky duck.
That's a great venue for Prince for sound.
At the Jubilee freaking auditorium.
Dude, I'd have paid $1,000 for that ticket.
Mind freaking blown.
I'd have paid $1,000 to see that at the Jube.
Mind blown.
Oh man. You know what? One of my favorite actually, I got a lot of favorite concerts at the Jubilee. Let me tell you. But Bruce Cockburn was fantastic.
He's coming back, Cliff.
I know he's at the Windspear.
He's coming back. I want to go to that show.
That's his 50th anniversary tour.
Yeah.
Bruce Cockburn at Jubilee was amazing. Some guy heckled him and he told him to fuck off. It was awesome. I'm like, gonna go, Bruce.
Good.
Right? You know, some guy heckled. I can't remember what he was talking about, but Bruce engaged him a little bit, and then it was like, you know, there was no point basically. So he basically told him off. Right? That was awesome. And Melissa Etheridge at the Jube was amazing.
At the World Ukulele Day, they played "Lovers in a Dangerous Time." Cliffy.
Oh
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
What's your favorite version of that song? Anybody?
Bare Naked Ladies.
Is it Bare Naked Ladies?
100%.
Okay. That was my favorite version and probably still is.
100%.
However, I saw a live version of Bruce Cockburn doing it with just him and his guitar. Oh my God. Oh my God. Was it fantastic. Podlie, I'll send you or post the YouTube video for it. Because it was one of those little concerts on stage where he's just alone and it's just him and his guitar. And he played Lovers in a Dangerous Time. And it was so good.
So 1990, whatever, 1997, 1998, 1999, whatever. I saw Bush in concert at the Coliseum. Same thing. It was Gavin Rossdale. It was an acoustic guitar. It was a bar stool, and it was Glycerine. It was freaking believable. It was like just one strobe on him with a bar stool and an acoustic. Dude, it was awesome.
Oh, I love that stuff, man. So Nicole says, yes, she loves Theory of a Dead Man. I love Theory of a Dead Man. And Creed, Laura says she swear 1999 or 2000. Podlie, that's when she met you. And Leslie Ann says she loves Creed and Theory of a Dead Man too. Yeah, absolutely. What's not to love? These people are brilliant.
Yep. Yeah. I sang a solo at the Jubilee. Didn't make a dime, Marvin says.
Unbelievable. And Laura says Bruce Cockburn at Folk Fest. Oh, dude, I'd love to have seen that.
Oh, yeah.
That'd been good.
This
is Bill's fault. He started talking about the Juke, man. Some of the best concerts are there, Bill.
About the Jubilee, yeah.
Here's the music rabbit hole I'm talking about, you guys, that I always go down.
Hey, I tell you what, the best concert I've ever seen in my whole life is Paul Simon at unfortunately not the Juke, because it was a big concert at the Coliseum, and it was amazing. He brought his 18-piece band and he played. And then the second best thing I've seen for my years and for my own personality and for my past and my memories was Art Garfunkel with the Pembina Institute. Art Garfunkel at the Windspear. Absolutely indescribably beautiful. Art Garfunkel at the Windspear. You cannot get a better venue for that guy.
I was just going to say, that's a perfect venue, right, for that type of musician.
No kidding, Bill? He's all vocalist, all beautiful music. And I tell you what, we had right of stage, one of those little boxes that the Windspear has.
Yep.
We were in there, and I mean, not far, and he starts singing Bridge Over Troubled Water in his white shirt, and he rolls up his sleeves while he's starting the song. And it was just unbelievable. It was so calm and so beautiful and so serene and yet so engaging.
Yeah, it's such a good venue. I've done I produced about 5 years worth of shows there at the Windspear.
At the Windspear,
and it's such a great venue for the musicians. And I've been in there when musicians are doing sound checks and stuff, and it's just amazing to hear.
Oh, you lucky sound. Guy, really?
Stand back about midway stand back about midway on the lower level on the floor. Wow.
Oh, lucky man. That must have been fantastic. Because that concert at the Windspear, I mean, I've seen a few people at the Windspear.
Very disappointed. I'm very disappointed and very sad to say, you guys, I have not yet seen a show at the Windspear. That's embarrassing.
Oh man, you got to go, Podlie.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at Leslie Ann brings up a great memory. She says, up close and personal, her favorite is Al Stewart with the incredible Spanish guitarist Peter White. I'll tell you what, Peter White has been with Al Stewart a number of years, but guess where they came? Guess the venue? The Sidetrack Cafe.
Oh,
remember the Sidetrack? Wow, that's going back in time.
Dude, that was so fantastic.
That was a great venue.
We got to go back and meet Al Stewart, one of my all-time favorite acoustic performers.
Yeah.
Just a stunning lyricist, an absolute. Al Stewart is a stunning lyricist, and him and his band, and Peter White is a fantastic acoustic guitar player, Spanish style, whatever. Yeah, that's a great memory, man. The Sidetrack Cafe used to have some brilliant acts coming in there.
And we talk about venues like that, right? Remember the Sidetrack Cafe was an awesome live venue. We don't really have many venues like that anymore.
We
And of
don't.
course, the station on Jasper just shut down.
Shutting down. I was just going to bring that up, Bill. Another live venue gone, you guys.
Yeah.
Station on Jasper is no more.
And so many of those types of venues have kind of bit the dust. And it's just like, so you still have Blues on White, but the Sidetrack was such a great venue, and it just
kidding, right?
gone. Yeah,
no kidding. Oh, look at that. Leslie says Burton Cummings at T-Rex solo. Burton Cummings, him and his keyboard at T-Rex.
Yeah.
It was awesome. He came and sat at every table and said hi. It was
and
amazing.
James saw Lyle Lovett at the Winspear. What a great venue for Lyle Lovett.
Dude, what a great venue for Lyle Lovett. Let me tell you something. That would be a fantastic concert, James. You lucky duck.
I saw John Cougar as well, William Kirkland. We were probably at that same concert.
John Cougar called. Oh, I missed that. Cherry Bomb.
I still have not seen Aerosmith. That's a bucket list show for me, William. Aerosmith. I haven't seen him live yet.
Would be good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And Lyle Lovett at the Winspear must have been great, James. You lucky duck.
Yeah, that would have been, again, a perfect venue for that type of performance.
Perfect venue, right? Perfect venue, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cliff, you missed something.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. The enthusiasm of music gets the better of those of us who love music, which seems to be everybody on this bloody podcast, from the people on the screen that you see to all the chat people on there. We seem to be rather engaged with music, and isn't that a fantastic thing? However, it did detract from the normal midway propaganda that is normally put out on this show. And that is, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the middle of the podcast.
Far be it for Cliff to propagandize the podcast, guys.
James, buddy, you've seen some good stuff, man. Look at that. He saw Al Green.
Al Green as well with the Jubilee.
Oh, man,
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Those venues, both the Jubilee and the Winspear, are perfect venues for those types of performers, right? You lose them if they're playing at a place like Rogers or somewhere like that. It just takes that
I can't imagine seeing Bruce Cockburn at the Coliseum. I mean, I would love it if he had that audience, but I can't imagine it being as nice as it was at the Jube, right?
The sound wouldn't be the same, and it's just, you need that intimate type of feel with those types of performers, right?
Yeah, and can you imagine that Winspear concert with Art Garfunkel? It wouldn't have been the same.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I wish him that audience, but I'm glad I got to see it at the Winspear.
Yeah. James said Al Green sang without a microphone for one of the songs.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Wow, cool.
Can you believe that? Well, that's what the Winspear would do for you.
Yeah, or the Jubilee. Well, you can do that and get away with it in the Jubilee as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole.
I'm going to ask a really dumb question.
Well, do you want to ask what Nicole wrote in a comment?
Nope. No.
Well, we can always do this. Yeah.
There we go. Put it up there. Ready, Bill? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Saturday! Thanks, Nicole. Sorry, Polly.
Nicole, thanks for joining us. You suck. Next.
How rude, eh, Nicole?
Cliff, do you have a favorite Slimy and Garfield song? Like, can you pick one?
That's difficult, man.
I know. I know it's a dumb question, but can you?
No, it's not a dumb question. I think if I had to pick one, if I had to choose one, if there was like a deserted island one, it would be The Boxer.
That's my number one favorite song.
Because that's sort of that's sort of very personal, right? Because it's a story. It's basically kind of sort of a story, right? Yeah.
So
hold on.
Okay.
What?
Look at you go.
Well, I am just a poor boy, though my story is seldom told. I've squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear, and he disregards the rest.
No, man, you are on it with the cues, buddy.
Beautiful, Bill. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thank
That
you.
was
Thank you very much.
perfect. Hey, Cliff, just so you know, I virtually threw my underwear at you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't know if that's so nice, but
Hey, when I go do a set at the pub, Podlie, you're gonna have to show up, buddy.
Hey, you name it, I'm there.
Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna do it in the next little bit, right? Because
which pub?
I haven't played in a very long time. Sorry, Bill.
Which pub?
I don't know. I just whatever has an open stage night, right? You were talking
Every
about
Thursday.
Sherlock's.
Yeah, every Thursday night at Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock,
yeah.
Night.
So I have a handful of performing under my belt. So I don't have a lot of performing under my belt, but I want to go to a couple of open stage nights and sort of slowly get the hang.
Well, and you can go to Sea Change in Beaumont, closer to you too, Cliff. You know?
So, but if I go, it would be really nice to have some friends close by, right?
I'm totally there.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
you
So
name it.
that'd be awesome. I'll let you guys know. Hopefully, maybe as early as March or as late as May.
Yeah, let us
Totally
know for sure.
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be
Totally.
awesome.
William Kirkland says he saw Bob Dylan, Nickelback 2 times, Shania Twain, AC/DC twice.
Wow.
Lots of concerts over the years. He wishes he would have seen the ABBA concert in 1979. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, or maybe have heard this, but ABBA released a new album last year.
Yep.
And it was up for
No
album
way.
of the year. It was up for album of the year at the Grammys last night. It did not win, but it was so the original ABBA foursome got back together and recorded a new album.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Marvin says Disturbed is coming to town. That's rather disturbing, Marvin.
Marvin,
And William
did
says
see that.
Bridge Over Troubled Water. William
Yeah.
Seltzer, Bridge Over Troubled Water. What a song, man. What an amazing song.
But still, the Boxer's better, I think. I still.
Well,
like
I
the
mean,
Boxer better.
yeah.
Marv, I did see that
Thanks,
concert
Nicole.
announcement with Disturbed. I'm humming and hawing whether I want to see that show, but that is on my radar, Marv.
Cool. Thanks, Nicole. She gave me a nice compliment. I appreciate that, Nicole. She said that's gorgeous, and she says she's in to come and watch.
Yeah.
What do you call?
Like
Open stage night.
open
And
stage
Chai
night.
says not on July 23rd or 24th, Cliff.
June 23rd or 24th.
No. That's Ravenwood, Chai.
You're
You could
booked
bring your-
that. You're booked that night, buddy.
I'm somewhat booked.
You can bring your guitar to Ravenwood and entertain while we're setting stage in between acts.
Sure. I'll do the Saturday morning. Who's the music company?
Crescendo Music.
Crescendo Music. I'll sing them in.
Yeah.
Well done, there, sir. Yeah, I'm there totally.
Yes.
There's it closer to you, Cliffy, in Beaumont. Once
Yeah?
a month, they have open mic night at Sea Change Brewery.
That's on Sunday nights.
Just
Oh,
FYI.
hey, I'd go to that too. I tell you what, you guys. Okay, sorry. I'll stop after this, but I'll tell you this. Like I said, I only have a handful of times that I've ever performed in public. So the songs that I do play, I'd love to sort of work on them. It's one thing to play a song well. It's another thing to play a song well on a microphone in public, right?
Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah!
I'd love to be able to go up there and do a few and slowly see what changes have to be made and all that sort of stuff, right? And
But
sort
that's
of
what
work
open
through-
mics are for, Cliff.
Yeah, exactly, and work out
That's
the
what-
kinks, right?
Yeah.
So I'd like to do it a few times, and if those of you who are interested in coming and having a beer, whatever the case may be, you might hear the same 5 songs, but it probably
Who
won't
cares?
be identical, and we'll
Who
sit and have a
cares?
beer and chill.
You're,
That would be
you're-
awesome.
I mean,
To have a few friends come out would be a good confidence booster.
Let
Cliff,
us know when you're
9/10 of
doing
the
it.
people that you are talking to
Thanks,
right
Bill.
now are performers, man. We get it.
There you
We
go.
get
There
it.
you go.
9/10 of the people that you're talking to are performers. So we get it. You know.
Cool. Nice. Well, I appreciate that. That'd be awesome, and something I'll work on.
Sounds
William
good.
says the new ABBA album is so good, which leads me to believe,
to
William, you've heard the album front to back. Confirm that for me. You've heard that new album front to back, William, and it is good. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet. Other
I
than
haven't heard
I saw some clips. Again, I don't watch the Grammys per se. I had it on a little bits last night, and I happened to see some video showing the ABBA recording the new album. So it was interesting seeing, because they're all, age now. They're in their 70s or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Here they are back together recording this new album. But I have not heard it, but it was up for album of the year. So obviously it's doing okay.
Well, it's had some accolades, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd buy it.
William says yes, many times on repeat. So that's
Well, thank
interesting.
you, William.
Check that out. The ABBA album. The
ABBA
new album.
album. Hey, good stuff.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, William. Then that's enough for me. I might have to check it out.
Thanks, Marvin. Marvin says I'd be up for watching you, Cliff. Thanks, Marvin. I appreciate that. It'd be awesome to have some friends out.
Yeah. Leslie Ann says he's so modest. In his youth, he kept large groups of family entertained around the campfire from sundown to sunup.
That was a long time ago, Leslie. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, but good fun. Good fun.
It's probably
Oh,
just
man. I tell you,
last week, probably.
It was so much fun, when we were younger, eh? Because Leslie Ann's parents lived out by a lake, and then a couple of her aunts and uncles lived out on a farm. And so on and so forth. And man, I tell you, as young people, we used to go out there and party like it was no tomorrow,
Oh, yeah.
and sit around the fire till all hours of the freaking morning, having a few drinks and playing.
Party like it's 1939.
Yeah, playing music or listening to music or a little bit of both, right? Just great fun, great family fun.
And just it's kind of funny that you say that, Cliff. World Ukulele Night, the concert. They're playing a whole bunch of these songs that I just remember as a kid, my dad playing on the guitar around the campfire.
Nice.
Man,
What a great memory. What a great memory.
And now
right?
my friggin' 10-year-old is strumming these songs that I knew as my 10-year-old knows the Beatles.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? That's crazy, man. I love it. I love it.
That is an epic parent win is what that is.
Hey, I was at a school a little while ago, and this girl, she's got to be maybe, I don't know, maybe 15 or 16, possibly 17, because she was out of high school. I don't know ages. It's difficult for me to judge.
Yeah.
But she comes, she's dressed in like whole 70s, like bell-bottom jeans, and kind of a little bit messed up bell-bottom jeans, like, cut up and stuff like that. And a t-shirt that's got this big sign on it that says, "I'm a Led Zeppelin child." Right? I mean, come on, man. Come on. And she had the Joni Mitchell haircut, the long hair in the back and everything else, like completely 70s. And she says, "I'm a Led Zeppelin child." I mean, come on. That's so cool, right?
Check this out, you guys. James says last night at the Grammys, Lionel
That
Richie.
wasn't last night. That was Harry Styles won the album of the year last night.
Oh, okay. So when's he referring to? He's
I'm
referring
not sure
to
what year that
past?
James. Yeah.
Lionel Richie beat Prince, Cyndi Lauper, Springsteen, and Tina Turner for album of the year at the Grammys. Well, you can't deny the fact that Lionel Richie is pretty damn good at what he does.
What a talent. Holy smokes, what a talent.
Yeah, you can't deny that. But, beating Prince, Springsteen is undeniable. Tina Turner, undeniable. Prince,
Tina Turner,
undeniable.
I tell you what, and I'll say this out loud. If you don't have Tina Turner's Private Dancer album in your collection, friends off. One of the best albums of you talk about best. I mean, we never even got to the topic, hey, Bill, but you talk about best. Tina Turner's Private Dancer album is heart-wrenching, gut-wrenchingly beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. I just had up there. So Chai says in ABBA, they are 72, 76, 77, and 77. That is their ages.
Wow.
Say it again. 72.
72, 76, 77, and 77.
Wow. They're almost in their 80s, eh? Ooh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not crazy, eh?
Yeah. So James is saying, assuming again Lionel Richie, but he's saying better than Purple Rain, Born in the USA, and Private Dancer.
Question mark? No.
Yeah, that's all. To me, that's all pretty even.
James, you said a mouthful there, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Purple Rain. Come on. Again,
Come
I'll go back. I'll go back to my statement earlier. If you don't have Private Dancer in your collection, if you don't have Purple Rain in your collection, really, friends off.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay. So James says, it's undeniable that Lionel Richie is amazing and he belongs in the hall.
No doubt about it.
You'll never get an argument from me one iota. Okay. But Lionel Richie better than Purple Rain? Question mark. No. Lionel Richie better than Born in the USA? Question mark. No.
Okay, well, I don't know about that. I would
Private Dancer? Question mark. No.
Okay, the Springsteen I would argue with. The Springsteen I would argue with. But certainly not Tina Turner, and most definitely 1,000 times definitely not Prince.
No.
Yeah.
But Lionel Richie's amazing, no doubt about it.
Oh, Lionel Richie's amazing. James, I am with you. He is not better than Prince. He's not better than Springsteen, the Born in the USA album, and he's not better than the Private Dancer album, Tina Turner. 100% no.
Okay. If you want to argue with me, let's argue, okay? Because I found the Bruce Springsteen album, Born in the USA, rather repetitive and sounding all the same. The whole album sounds the same.
Yeah.
Purple Rain does not.
If I look for me, if I looked at those three albums, I would say I would go with Purple Rain, Private Dancer, and I would put Born in the USA down toward the bottom as well.
100%, Bill. 100%.
Yeah.
Sorry, 100%.
I have to differ, and I have to differ on that one. I love that album. Yeah, I love that album. It isn't his best album. I would hazard to say his best work was Springsteen's best work was probably his latest album. Have you heard his latest album?
Nope.
Oh my God.
Have it? No, really. What's it? How latest?
I can't remember what it's called.
No, but how latest? Like how recent?
Like 2 years ago.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, you know, I really liked his Philadelphia.
Brilliant.
I thought that was brilliant. The thing is, whenever I listen to Born in the USA, that's it. That's all he says. The whole song is Born in the USA, Born in the USA, Born. That's it. The whole bloody album, the whole song.
But there's Dancing in the Dark in that album.
Okay, Dancing in the Dark is an excellent song, right?
Brilliant song.
Brilliant song, right? I mean, even the way he sings it, it's sort of Elvis-y when he goes, "I get up in the morning." I mean, it's even Elvis-y, right? And I get it, and it's fantastic. But Born in the USA, especially back then when they played it, first of all, they play it 9 times a second. And secondly, all he says is Born in the USA. If that doesn't drive you insane, I don't know what does. Right. So that was my biggest complaint with the album. And then the rest of the album, I bought the album. Don't get me wrong. I paid him. I gave him my money. I bought the album. It just never, it was not as not as an immense album as everybody else thought it was. Not to my taste anyway. Right. But
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I really like that album. Like I really, really like that album.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm just looking up his latest.
James just put it up.
Only Strong Survive. See, and I love that album.
Strong Survive. I haven't heard it yet.
I love it. I've heard it twice. It's been a while, but I've heard it twice, and I remember loving that album.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah. No. But yeah, and James says that, right? He says what do you call Born in the USA isn't his best album. Nebraska's much better. Yeah, I would definitely give it that. James is what album is Philadelphia on? Because I listened to that a lot, but
I think it's on the soundtrack.
It's many years ago.
I don't think he released it in any of his albums. I think it's just on the soundtrack. I think.
Oh, okay. Look at Leslie Ann, boy. Let me tell you.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, Leslie Ann. Did I hear a rumor that the Eurythmics are getting back together?
It was rumored because Leslie Ann says, those of you who are just listening, Leslie Ann says she's on an Annie Lennox kick. Yeah. I tell you what, Annie Lennox is so utterly amazing.
Oh, she's brilliant.
Utterly amazing. Have you ever remember the song 1,000 Beautiful Things? Oh my God. What a song. What a song.
I don't.
1,000 Beautiful Things. Annie Lennox. Podlie, you must listen to that song, my friend.
1,000 Beautiful Things.
I know what you like from your, from your positivity type when you get into your positivity modes and how you like the platitudes and how you like to move in that direction. My friend, you must listen. You absolutely 100% must listen to 1,000 Beautiful Things. It's so freaking amazing.
Thank you for that. I shall do it. Thank you. Hey, can you do me a favor, Cliffy? Just shoot me a text because I don't have a pen around here. Shoot me a text. Just say 1,000 Beautiful Things.
I will send you a YouTube link.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Leslie Ann says 1,000 Beautiful Things is on the album called Bear.
Okay.
Oh my God. Annie Lennox is so amazing.
She's what was his name? It was Dave Stewart, right?
Dave.
It was Dave.
The guitarist. Oh my God, what a fantastic guitarist. What a fantastic guitarist.
Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart. Yeah.
William Seltzer, Roxette. Oh my goodness me. Another great duo.
Weird. I am on a concrete blonde kick.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
The Bloodletting album is
Bloodletting album.
so good.
Hey, did you see them? Did you see them anytime in Edmonton?
No.
Yeah, I think I saw them at Leslie, and I think we saw Concrete Blonde at K-Days one time.
Did you?
Yeah. I think they did play K-Days. Yeah.
Yeah.
That album is so good.
I was just looking at Bruce Springsteen's new album. So it's basically a tribute and covers 15 soul music tracks from the 60s and 70s. So he's covering hits from the Temptations, Jimmy Ruffin, and more. So it's
I got to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard it about a year and a half ago. I didn't know it was a cover album.
Yeah, I got to hear that album now. Look,
15 tracks.
William Seltzer says Fleetwood Mac. Absolutely.
Of course. Yeah. Fleetwood Mac, great band. Seen them in concert.
One of the most underrated guitarists, acoustic guitarists you will ever know is Lindsey Buckingham.
Lindsey Buckingham.
One of the most underrated guitarists you will ever know, because nobody knows how genius this guy is. I tell you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Oh man, the music freaking rabbit hole. I tell you.
Guys,
and James,
I'm in trouble. I have to work early tomorrow morning, and I might have to listen to music tonight all night.
And James G says Philadelphia the movie. Yeah, that's right. So I didn't know it was not on an album, James. I thought it was on an album. But Philadelphia was amazing.
One of his albums. I think it's just on the soundtrack. I think.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, you guys. I really like Bruce Springsteen. I just there's hype and then there's music, and perhaps it didn't hit me at a good time or whatever. But fact of the matter is that album. Maybe they played it too much. Maybe the pop radio played "Born in the USA" too much.
That song was played over and over and over.
Crazy,
for sure.
Yeah.
That could very well be. I just love that album. Sure. I think that album is brilliant. I love it.
Do you know, Podlie, music is such a thing, right? Because it's time and space, time and place, time and space, time and place, right? And I tell you what, there are songs that I absolutely love that I get. I remember I even got teased about it because it's such a corny sort of, junk poppy type song, but it's time and space, right? It's who are the people you were with, what was going on in your life, and these things matter with music. And that's why music is so subjective, right? Which is what makes music amazing, right? Because it's so subjective.
Well, yeah. And I still remember having the opportunity to see the Clash live.
Oh, I'd love to have seen that. Where did you see them though?
In California. I saw them in California in 84.
Wow.
Or 83. Yeah. And and it wasn't long after when they started to kind of separate, but it was what a great show for sure.
What a great
that was actually at the S Festival. And the one thing that stands out to me, there's a lot of great bands there, but one thing that stands out to me too is Triumph played the show. And Rick Emmett does this guitar solo, and you can watch it on YouTube in that show, and really unique in that, of course, they were on Rock Day, and because they had different genre days, and he starts playing this guitar solo on an acoustic in front of thousands of fans, and it sounded so good for him to break into this. So if you ever get a chance, watch Triumph at the S Festival on
Festival. I will definitely see it. I'm a huge Rick Emmett fan. Both Leslie and I got everything he's ever put out in his solo albums, and he's done everything. He's done rock and roll, he's done classical, he's done acoustic, blues, he's done Christmas, jazz. He's done blues, he's done jazz, he's done everything.
So Bill and myself and Rick Emmett like that.
Yeah, I heard you guys interviewed him. Yeah.
There's a good documentary on, by the way, on Triumph. I think it's on Crave, or you can probably find it online, but there's a documentary on Triumph actually.
Nice.
And it talks about the whole history of the band, etc. And they actually show that footage from the S Festival of him.
From the S Festival. I'll remember that S Festival.
Into this guitar solo, which most people would say nobody would do that at a concert like that.
Acoustic,
he just goes into it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bill, I'm going to throw this question to you like I did Cliff. I recognize that Rush isn't your single number one greatest band.
I love Rush.
It is up there. So when I always associate, when I think of Cliff, I think of Slimy and Garfield as the number one. When you think of me, you think Depeche Mode. When I think of you, I think Rush, whether I'm right or not. So I'm gonna pass it to you. Do you have a single favorite number one over and above anything else Rush song?
Favorite Rush song. I got to go back to the oldies. So 2112 is
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a
it's
brilliant
20-minute length. And when you have three guys that can play a song like that, and the reason I say that as well is having seen Rush in concert numerous times,
Lucky
they
guy.
at the shows where they played 2112, to watch them play it live, and it sounds just like the album. Like that's
Three people.
that's the three people. That's amazing. You
That's
look at the instrumentation from those guys with Geddy Lee and Alex
It's
Lifeson,
nuts, right?
the amount of chord changes and tempo changes and things that happen during one of their songs. Like it's wow. And Neil Peart. Well, I
And
can't.
Peart,
What can you say about Neil Peart?
Remember Witch Hunt? It's
Yeah.
absolutely stunningly crazy, right? So, and of course, their timeless ballad, right? And to those who hold high places, blah blah blah. I can't remember the name of the song now, but
Yeah.
oh man, and Limelight, so many good
Limelight's
songs.
one of my
Limelight.
favorites. Yeah, Limelight's one of my
Love
favorites.
Rush, man, love Rush.
Yeah. Yeah.
My brother, God rest his soul, he used to just love Rush.
Yeah. There's not too
Roll
many
the
Rush
Bones.
songs that I don't like. Yeah.
Roll
Yeah,
the
no
Bones.
kidding.
My favorite, my single favorite Rush
It's
song.
what?
Roll the Bones.
Oh, Roll the Bones. That
Love it.
album, Roll the Bones. First of all, what a fantastic song.
Oh, I love
Secondly,
that song.
there's a song on there called Bravado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a
Well,
song.
and look at Geddy Lee. First of all, playing bass and singing is one of the most difficult things you can do.
You could do. That's
And
right.
second
That's
of
like
all-
drums and singing.
And second of all, playing bass or switching to playing keyboard parts and bass keyboard parts with foot pedals and
Foot
the bass
pedals.
and singing at the same time and singing the lyrics that Neil Peart wrote that are really complex lyrics. Like wow, like,
And all in front of 30,000 people.
yeah,
30,000
in front of 30,000
people,
people. And he's just belting them out like nothing, right?
It's crazy, eh?
No,
It's
no
crazy.
teleprompters or anything on stage. He just goes.
Just
Like,
your
it's-
three-piece band up
wow.
there. Like, come on, you can't.
yeah,
Like, I
so
don't know
having
I don't
said
know how
that-
you beat that. Like, that's crazy.
Leslie Ann, Closer to the
Yeah.
Heart. Two
Closer to
thumbs
the
up.
heart.
100%.
Another great.
That's the
100%.
song, best
Closer
man.
to the
And
Heart.
to
Yeah.
those who hold high places. Yeah.
Laura
Be the ones
Florme,
to start.
Backstreet Boys and Brian Adams. Yes, it's you. 100%. That's who we associate. Yep. 100%.
All right, we got less than under 2 minutes here, guys.
Okay. Well. You guys, it's been a spirited musical evening, even though I don't think that was planned. We went
It wasn't
down a
actually
rabbit
the
hole.
topic, but it went really well.
Who
It went
cares?
really
I
well
loved
because,
it.
hey, I love it, man. I tell you what, you'll notice that all of us, including everybody on the chat, seem to get one notch higher in energy and enthusiasm the moment we went down the music rabbit hole. That tells
Yep.
all of us something about ourselves. And I tell you what, to share these moments with all of you guys makes me very, very happy. And it really quite made my night, to be honest with you. So I will tell the people on chat and the people listening that, as I do every time I speak on behalf of Bill and I speak on behalf of Paul as well, to tell you that we love having you guys here and we really appreciate you coming each and every Monday, and we hope to grow this and we hope more people show up. But I tell you what, if nobody shows up from now till whenever, I'm terribly happy with the engagement and all of the love that we get from you guys here. We really appreciate it, and please do keep coming to Must Listen Monday. Thank you.
Cliff,
For sure.
you will have to please let us know about your open stage night, please.
I promise you, I will
And
bug
by
you guys.
us, I mean all of us.
Awesome, because I would love to have some friendly faces
Yeah.
in the audience. Thank you so much, Paulie.
For sure. And of course, as we said, if you missed tonight's show, you can rehear the audio on soundsugarradio.com on Friday nights at 10, or you can go to the YouTube channel and just watch us again. And on the replays, the comments do replay as well on YouTube. So you can see all the comments. And hey, click the subscribe button or get people to subscribe and like the channel for sure. Otherwise, that's it. 142 we'll be back with next week, episode 142.
Fantastic.
All right, everybody. Good evening. We'll see you all
Watch
next
the
week.
Junos this year.
Will do.
Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Stay happy.